Bakari, Melissa, a massive scene with first responders right now. More fire trucks than the eye could see lining Thorncliffe Park, and there's good reason to it. This is the kind of response we see when there's a suspected fire at a high-rise. There's two buildings here, 11 Thorncliffe Park Drive and 21 Overley. And here's what we know. It was just before 1:40 this afternoon that there was a fire reported in the electrical panel. It was smoldering on level P1 in the underground parking garage. The fire then spread to interior walls, according to a spokesperson from Toronto Fire. Multiple areas where smoke spread. Fire arrived. They tried to prevent it from spreading any further. We can tell you that Toronto Hydro and Enbridge are also here on site, shutting down power and gas, and the TTC is here providing shelter buses for people who have been evacuated. There's some units that have been evacuated from these two buildings, 11 Thorncliffe and 21 Overley, and they're being kept warm right now inside several TTC buses that are here at the scene. The good news is there are no injuries to report. I just spoke with a platoon chief a few minutes before we came on the air. He told me that they did manage to get the fire out on P1 in the underground garage, but that fire has since spread to, it looked like some of the walls. It snuck into some of the walls is how he described it. And so at this point, they're still working on containing it completely. As for the building evacuation, it's been evacuated not because of concern of fire spreading, Bakari and Melissa, but this platoon chief telling me that there's actually a concern over carbon monoxide in the building now. So that's why certain units have been evacuated. The buildings, though, they don't have any power, so any residents that are already downstairs, they're not being allowed back up into their units and vice versa. So you might see around the front doors of the building here some tenants congregating or just coming out from their units as well, as we're watching Toronto firefighters come in and up in the building to, I guess, get a grip on what's actually happening. And again, the silver lining here and the good news is that there's no injuries in this fire, but a massive response here by Toronto Fire. There are several district chiefs as well, platoon chiefs here at the scene. I've reached out to Chief Jessup as well to see if he's able to come to the scene, and actually he's just written me back. He's saying he's going to have a commander providing an update at 6 o'clock. That's coming directly from Toronto's Fire Chief, Jim Jessup. So 6 o'clock, we'll be getting an update as to exactly what's been going on. And we might get a better understanding as well as to when power might be restored to this building. A spokesperson for Toronto Hydro telling us that they are here at the scene. They're monitoring the situation. And once Toronto Fire essentially clears the fire, they'll be able to get an understanding as to what the damage is like to that electrical panel and how long these people might be without power. And of course, that's a big concern. You might see my hair blowing in the wind. It is very windy. It is frigid. We're sitting at what, -7, 8 at this point. And so if these buildings are without power for hours or potentially even days, that's when there would be some pretty grave concern considering the conditions right now. Bakari and Melissa, of course, will continue to bring you any updates as we get them here at the scene.
Okay, live in East York, CP24's Beatrice Vaisman.